The arrival of Jimin and Jungkook in Japan took place far from many people's expectations, but it was precisely there that the most powerful emotions were felt. There were no major announcements in advance, no clear signals informing the public about these plans. When the plane carrying them finally landed smoothly, a feeling of relief instantly enveloped both of them. Japan, which has always presented a sense of familiarity, this time became a landing place that feels different, quieter, more personal, and full of meaning. As soon as the wheels of the aircraft touch the runway, the atmosphere in the cabin seems to change. Jimin seemed to take a deep breath, a small gesture that reflected the relief after a trip that was not entirely predictable from the start. Jungkook at his side looked out the window, watching the neatly arranged lights of the Japanese airport. No exaggeration, but their expressions are enough to make it clear that this moment means much more than arriving at a new destination. This unexpected arrival is not without reason. In recent times, their schedules have been filled with uncertainty, changes in plans, and pressure that continues to come from many directions. Japan emerged as a stopping point that was not openly planned, but instead felt appropriate. There was a sense of security that was immediately felt as soon as they stepped off the plane, as if this country welcomed them without much demand. Arrival at the airport was quiet. No big crowds, no noise. Jimin and Jungkook followed the plot leisurely, letting things go as they should. The aura of relief was evident from the way they walked. More relaxed shoulders, unhurried steps, and a noticeably lighter gaze than before. For Jimin, Japan has always had a special place. There are memories, there is comfort, and there is a sense of stability that is difficult to explain. The arrival of this time, although unexpected, actually reinforced that feeling. Jungkook felt the same way. In the midst of a world that continues to move quickly, Japan provides a more ordered rhythm, something that is urgently needed today. On the way to leave the airport, the atmosphere in the vehicle was quiet but warm. Jimin occasionally smiled a little, as if realizing that they had finally arrived at a safe place. Jungkook seemed to enjoy the view of the city from behind the window, letting his thoughts drift carefree. No heavy talk, just quiet togetherness. This unexpected arrival also brought its own sense of gratitude. In the midst of travel uncertainty and changes in plans, being able to land safely is the most important thing. Jimin and Jungkook understand the meaning of safe travel. Each landing is a reminder that they have passed one phase and are ready to face the next. Arriving at the place of rest, the relief is felt even more. There was no urgent agenda, no demands to immediately appear in public. Just time to adjust, unwind, and calm the mind. Jimin looked brighter, while Jungkook looked calmer. The two seemed to be rediscovering a balance that had been disturbed by busy schedules and sudden changes. The night in Japan is quiet. The city's undemanding light, orderly atmosphere, and noticeably clean air create space for them to truly rest. Jimin might ponder for a moment, realizing how this trip, while not openly planned, actually gave him a sense of security. Jungkook felt the same way, a relief that didn't need to be said. For fans, the news of Jimin and Jungkook's arrival in Japan was both a surprise and a consolation. Surprise because not many expected this trip, and consolation in knowing that they arrived safely and in good condition. This reaction shows how every little detail of their journey has great meaning. Japan this time is not just a destination, but a temporary refuge. A space where Jimin and Jungkook can breathe more freely, away for a moment from the spotlight and speculation. This unexpected arrival is a significant moment, as it shows a human side of them that is rarely seen clearly. This trip reminds that not all plans should be announced, and not all arrivals should be accompanied by a rumble. Sometimes the most important moments are in silence. Jimin and Jungkook landed in Japan without much sign, but with a deep sense of relief. Behind the glare of the world and great expectations, both remain human beings who need a sense of security and certainty. The Japanese gave it at the right time. This unexpected arrival is not only the end of a journey, but the beginning of a calmer phase. A simple moment full of emotion, in which relief becomes the main feeling they bring when stepping out of the plane. The relief felt by Jimin and Jungkook did not stop at the moment of landing alone. That feeling slowly seeps into every little activity they do after arriving. From increasingly light footsteps to noticeably more relaxed facial expressions, they all reflect one thing in common. They can finally breathe without pressure. This openly unplanned arrival actually gave a space that had been cramped. Inside the room where they were resting, the atmosphere felt different than before. There is no rush of time, no schedule to think about right away. Jimin was seen enjoying a moment of silence, sitting for a moment while looking at the light of the Japanese city from behind the window. There was a sense of calm that he had rarely felt lately. Jungkook felt the same way, letting his body completely relax after a journey full of uncertainty. This arrival to Japan became a kind of safe point. Amid changes in plans and dynamics that cannot always be controlled, Japan provides a sense of stability. Everything feels ordered, measured, and not pushy. For Jimin and Jungkook, this kind of atmosphere means a lot. It's not about luxury or highlights, but rather about honest sobriety. The conversation between them was light. Don't discuss big things. Don't dissect far-reaching plans. Only small talk flows naturally, accompanied by short laughter and sincere smiles. Their closeness is even more evident in moments like these. In the midst of a demanding world, they find comfort in simple company. The days in Japan after that arrival run at a slower rhythm. Morning comes without haste, night passes without burden. Jimin looked brighter, as if the emotional burden he was carrying had slowly lifted. Jungkook looks more focused and calm, like someone who has finally found a stable footing after a long journey. For fans, this story about Jimin and Jungkook's relief is an important reminder that behind all the achievements and highlights, there are two individuals who still need a sense of security. Their unexpected arrival to Japan is not just a change of location, but a moment of quietly much-needed recovery. The relief does not need to be announced. It does not need to be exhibited. It is present in the little things: a better sleep, a smile that appears more often, and a step that is no longer rushed. Japan is a witness to all this. A place that accepts them as they are, without excessive demands. In the end, this unexpected arrival of Jimin and Jungkook to Japan will be remembered not so much for its drama as for its calmness. A moment in which relief becomes the center of the story. In the midst of a world full of noise, they find a quiet space to reorganize themselves. And from that space, a new force slowly grew, ready to accompany their steps to the next journey.